China has been actively participating in infrastructure project in those countries. And the most important is China, through its huge budget surplus, has been investing heavily in those countries, providing loans, which obviously they could never repay. But those loans are leverage in the long run. With those loans, China controls those countries, because if you own the debt, you own the country.
And walking in the streets of Athens after a night out, random street vendor came to sell something. He was from an African country. And I was there with a very good patriot French friend of mine and this other Italian guy as well. And we stopped. We had a political conversation with that vendor, and he was from an African country. I don't remember which one, but he was very adamant on how China is saving Africa by investing in the infrastructure. And our main argument on the other side was that there, eventually down the line, somebody will ask for something in return. And his argument was that no, for years, nobody cared about Africa. And finally, there's a superpower that cares about Africa. And for me, that understanding, the way he interpreted it, was very basic, but it also reflects very much on how Africa thinks about this. They don't see the long-term goal of China. It's basically what you're saying, but on a day-to-day basis. And I think that all of Africa views China in a positive note, not in a negative note.
Despite the fact that they're a hawk to the head in a debt. Now, they think that the so-called Chinese investment is a gift. No, it isn't. Okay, half of it goes to the oligarchs, half maybe will stay in the country, but then the interest has to be paid, and that's steep. So for aggregate, let's say a gain of 50 cents, they're going to be paying back $2. So they're definitely getting the short end of the stick. Maybe in the first couple of years it might work, but then as interest payments cannot be repaid, then the Chinese come in and they say, "Oh, well, we want more." And when they say we want more, they're going to get it for dirt cheap prices, or they're going to lend more money, make more profit, and put those countries in a worse position every time.